I were to tell you that someone who it's only his second Grand Prix of the season, because he wasn't 16, has gotten a podium on his second Grand Prix ever in the Moto3. Yes, that happened. It happened. I'm not even kidding. I mean, look it up. Look it up. And you'll be amazed. Also, I tried to do like Dubai flag on my lips. It didn't work out, so I just did on my eyes. Didn't work out as cool as I thought it would. But yeah, I might just have to buy like blue and purple lipstick and then I can do it. But anyway, welcome to another Aftertalk video. My name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and we're going to be talking about the Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP Barcelona Grand Prix, or the Grand Prix of Catalunya, as it is announced normally. Right, so there's been a lot of crazy things happening. The entire, like, ever since last Grand Prix, there's been a lot of crazy things happening. Like the championship favorite all of a sudden crashed out, and like something happened. Someone made a stupid mistake, or just a horrible mistake, which I will go over in the MotoGP because it happened in the MotoGP. I was like, does he have an issue or not? But it just made a mistake. Right, let's start. So the retirements were Dennis Foggia, Mario Aggi, don't know how, I didn't see him crash, Daniel Holgado, David Salvador. Oh wait, he crashed with Holgado and Salvador. Now it makes sense. Furusato, Joshua Watley, Andrea Mignot, he just retired, and Marcos Uriarte. Not sure if I pronounce all of those names correctly. Some of them are quite new for me, because they all like finished and stuff, and all of a sudden they crashed. Oh, it was with Yamanaka, and never mind, Yamanaka just finished the race. Right, well, crazy things happened. John McPhee, he's been back since Mugello. So yeah, after a thing, so he's now here again. The poleman crashed out. That was Dennis Foggia, and yeah, crazy qualifying as well. The team of Scott Ogden just crashed out in Q1. Both the drivers who were in there, they had three drivers this weekend. Scott Ogden, who else? Joshua Watley and someone else. Asman. They were the drivers there, I believe. I'm not sure, because it doesn't say. Okay, never mind. Well, basically, this race was just as crazy as last year's race. Yeah, it was to the point where basically like 25 drivers. Wait, 25? Not even, like 20 drivers ish were battling for a podium, and that wasn't even at the start of the race. That was like somewhere near the end or in the middle. So yeah, there's been a multi-driver crash with Daniel Holgado, David Salvador, and Yamanaka. David Salvador, he had to go to the med center. I believe he's alright. I'm not sure. But yeah. The winner was Aizen Guevara. In third place, we had Sasuke Suzuki, where it was assumed that he was crossing the line on the last lap, and basically there's a rule that if you cross if you go onto the green part of the track, so that's like track limits, if you go over that, then you have to demote 1 position or 3 seconds if there's no one near you within those 3 seconds. If there's no one near you to demote 1 position. Apparently he did not, so he kept his podium. And in second place, David Munoz. You would not believe it if you didn't see the race. And I saw the race. I was like, what? What happened? What's going on? But I can assure you the champagne was popping back in the pit box there at Boe Racing, because that's their team. Jaume Masia had to come back from the back of the grid. I mean, he didn't quite complete the first challenge. It would be fun if he did that. But he ended up in a strong P8. Dennis on Chu, he was so strong. Here we have a complete list of when everyone led the race. So, lap 1 to lap 3, it was Dennis Foggia who led. The whole lap 4, it was Sasuke Suzuki. Lap 5, Aizen Guevara. Lap 6, Sergio Garcia. 7 till lap 10, it was Sasuke Suzuki. 11, Dennis Onchu. 13, Adrian Fernandez. 14, Sasuke Suzuki. And 15 till the last lap, lap 21, Aizen Guevara. Also, David Munoz led a bit of the lap, led like a few laps, not a few laps, a few corners. But with a bike that's been mostly at the back of the grid, that is like considered a midfield team or like below midfield, that is quite impressive. And then being 16 and a few weeks, yeah, I'm impressed. Let's look at the standings right now, because I believe they are interesting now. Get away pop-up ads. So the top 3 are just Spaniards now. Dennis Foggia has dropped back to P5 in the championship. Jaume Masia is in P4 in the championship. Jaume Masia is in P3 with 103. Aizen Guevara is in second with 134. And Sergio Garcia with a nice round number, 150. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, this is just completely open. This is open. All of it. Yeah. I am intrigued to know what's going to happen next. And I believe they are going to go to the Saxon Ring. Unfortunately, Marc Marquez won't be there. He has had his 4th surgery on his arm, which he broke at the beginning of the 2020 season, in a horrifying crash. Yeah, he just broke it, just straight in half. Right. Right. Okay, that's it. Moto2. Well, things looked promising for Bo Schneider. He qualified P7, and last year he qualified on the front row. And he ended up P6 because something happened to his helmet, something flew off. You know, some helmets they have like a bit of a wing like right here, and that bit flew off with Bo Schneider, and that basically made him lose quite a lot of aerodynamics and speed. They have it for aerodynamics and stuff. I believe my helmet has it too, but I'm not sure. Maybe one day I'll show it to you guys. Like the next time when I'm gonna go karting, I'll show you guys my full helmet with a signature, with an autograph of Bo Benschneider. So yeah. Basically what happened to him at start, he had a great start. But the thing was, there are like 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 drivers. And at the start, it's chaos. Always chaos. And, you know, that just pushed him out on off the track, past the track limits. He couldn't do anything other than let go of his throttle. And he dropped back to P23. Ish. But he fought his way back. Also with a lot of people crashing out, like the replacement teammates, the replacement driver of Gabriel Rodrigo. Rodrigo has retired for some, I believe. So Alex Toledo has come into his place. He crashed out. Philip Salach crashed out. Cameron Barbier, Joe Roberts was leading the race, so that was a hard pill to swallow. Alessandro Saccone, Sam Lois, and Albert Arenas. Sam Lois and Albert Arenas both had something to do with each other. Both their retirements had something to do. They either clashed or just something. But we didn't see what happened. Basically, after this race, I went cookie baking, so I couldn't even see it. Yes, I went cookie baking. For the Saturday video, I will show you guys my cookies. They are so tasty. They don't look good, but they are tasty. Well, I mean, the decorations, they don't look like on point, but I mean, it's the first time I've done something with royal icing, so. This time, the team of Bo Benschneider, which is SAG Racing, they have three drivers. They basically have a driver who's like wildcard, and that's also like test driver. I'm gonna attempt pronouncing his name. He's from Poland, and I believe he's been racing a few races along Bo Benschneider's side like last year. And the name of this person is Piotr Bisirski. Okay, I said that a lot faster than I did during the race. I said that a lot faster now. Whew. And I believe I said it correctly. Yay. The winner was the championship leader Celestino Vietti. In P2, it's Aaron Canet, and in P3, Augusto Fernandez. And the commentators were like, where did he come from? This is not where he's supposed to be. He was supposed to be at the back of the grid. Pedro Costa, P6. Bo Benschneider, P13. Not bad. I mean, he's been battling the big guys like Jorge Navarro, Fermin Aldeguer. You had... there's actually something funny between Aldeguer and Lopez. The next race, when you see Aldeguer, look up an old photo of him, you know, before Barcelona, and compare it to it now. I believe that it was like a bet today, a bet that happened that weekend. So basically the bet was that whoever was in front would keep their hair, or, well, basically it was like, whoever was in front, their hairstyle would be put on their teammate. So Fermin Aldeguer now gets the hairstyle of Alonso Lopez, so I want to know what it looks like, and if he's been doing it, if he's done it now. Jay Dixon, normally, whenever points are awarded, he would crash out. Well, today the points were awarded. Sunday the points were awarded, and he got a solid P4. But let's see who led when. Okay, so Joe Roberts led the race. Lap 1, lap 10. And lap 11 and lap 12, Jake Dixon led the race. 13, 14, 15, Aaron Canet. 16 and 17, Celestino Vietti. 18, 19 and 20, Aaron Canet. And 21 and 22, Celestino Vietti. So yeah. I believe after Mugello, Babashna was out of the top 10. But I want to know if he's still in there. Stupid pop-up ads. No, he's P12 now. But hey, he's been finishing in the points the whole time now. I mean, the Netherlands is coming up. I'm kind of scared for the Netherlands because like for some reason he puts like so much pressure on him during Assen because like it's his home Grand Prix. I know he wants to do good there, but he has to learn to let go. I mean, look at Lewis Hamilton, his first ever Grand Prix in Silverstone. Well, let me put it differently, because I didn't watch Formula 1 at that point. I watched it in like 2017. That was like my first ever Grand Prix. I watched Singapore, and straight up Max Verstappen out. Thank you, Ferrari. But we'll go to Zandvoort, recent times. Max Verstappen, his first ever Dutch Grand Prix in Formula 1 as like championship contender. He's so good at like putting the pressure all out of him. He pushes the pressure away from him. Like he doesn't want to have any pressure during the race. So yeah, you know, he won the race. So maybe Bob Benstein needs to do that too, like not put any pressure on him. In 2019, he crashed out of the race. In 2018, I don't know. Well, he finished the race, but not in the points, so it was quite a disappointment. He was like a lone ranger there, driving in no man's land. 2017, he crashed like a few laps before the finish line. Like on the last lap, coming out of the last corner, it just crashed out. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to see what will happen. I mean, last year he got 1 point after an amazing overtake on someone in the last corner, last lap, which granted him P15. But basically what happened then was he got double long lap because he made a jump start. There was so much pressure. But the thing was he already knew he messed up, so that made it less worse to me. To me that made it less worse. I mean, if he didn't know he messed up, then it would have been bad. But he knew he messed up, so it wasn't bad. Vietti still leads the championship. Ayogura in second. And Aaron Canet in third. I need to speed up because I'm almost coming to 20 minutes. Oh gosh. Yeah. Let's go to MotoGP. This one was quite a costly race for Aleix Espargaro. Let me tell you why. On the last lap, when he crossed the finish line, he was like, I got a podium. And then he looked to the side and was like, everyone was still going at full speed. And I was like, crap, I messed up. I screwed it up here. So P5 for him. That's pretty bad. Marc Marquez didn't race. He had surgery. The retirements were Stefan Bradl, Takaki Nakagami, Alex Rins, and Francesco Bagnaia. Those three, last round named, they were together. Takaki Nakagami got like he hit his head on the back wheel of Francesco Bagnaia, and basically his helmet is toast now. But he's alright. I've seen a picture of him like with lots of bandages around his neck. But he was okay. Alex Rins, he has a broken bone in his hand, so he won't compete. He had quite a hit. Francisco Bagnaia, well, he picked up his bike and went going for one lap, and I was like, yeah, this is not happening. This is not happening. I'm gonna retire. Marco Bezzecchi crashed out. Enea Bastianini crashed. Fabio Di Gianantonio, the pole man of last Grand Prix, crashed out. And Andrea Dovizioso, I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he just retired. Okay. The winner is the conqueror, Fabio Quartararo. In second place, Jorge Martin, who's actually right now, well, the Monday after the race, so like 2 days ago, he had undergone a surgery on his arm because he had like some tintlings in it. But surgery went well, and now he's preparing for the next Grand Prix, which will be the 17th till the 19th of June. That's like 1 week before Assen. Yeah, fun. And Johan Zarco got another podium. Before the race started, I was like, Suzuki's are gonna end up in the gravel. Well, Juan Mir proved it otherwise. He finished in a solid P4. Maverick Vinales, he's been strong all weekend. He had the fastest bike. Sometimes they show like how fast each bike goes at certain points during the race when they come over start finish. And Maverick's bike went like 300. Not 300. It was the fastest. I can't remember exactly how fast it went, but it was the fastest. Alongside with one other, I believe it was Jack Miller. I mean, what was I going to talk about Jack Miller? What happened to him? He's now P14. He's now like at the back of the grid. What happened? What was I going to talk about Alex Marquez? During qualifying, or in FP4, they have FP4 in MotoGP. It's like an extra training just before qualifying, because they're like the big guys, you know, extra action. Alex Marquez made a massive crash. He had a massive shunt coming out of the last corner, or basically going into the last corner, and he was walking like his back was stuck, you know, like duck is like this. My dad instantly thought like, yeah, that's collarbone. I follow MotoGP on Twitter, and they let their followers know if a driver needs to go to the med center, like Moto2, Moto3, MotoGP, and Moto E, which is like Formula E, you know, just electric. They let it know of everything, and they said that Alex Marquez went to the med center for a checkup, and then at the end of the day, it was said that he was he didn't show any signs of fractures, and they were gonna check him Sunday morning before warm-up, and he got declared fit. He was declared fit for the Grand Prix, and he had to start from the back of the grid and a solid P10. I mean, you get claps from me. Good job. I'm starting to realize that maybe Repsol Honda made a mistake of sending Alex Marquez to like a team that's like way below that, because during Alex's rookie year, which was 2020, he was a teammate of his big bro. Well, I say his big bro. It's more like a shorter bro, because Alex is way taller than Mark. It's funny how it goes. And he got 2 podiums. And he could even fight for a victory. And I'm more like wondering, why did they send him to a team that's like way below there? You know, that's just not fair. I mean, if you're winning Grand Prix and stuff, if you have if you have the potential of winning a Grand Prix, you should stay at that team and not let your team decide, like, maybe it's better for you to go there, you know. If Alex Marquez doesn't get back to Repsol Honda within 5 years, I'm going to quit watching it. Yeah. So that will be 2028. So yeah, that'll be a long time. For some reason, I have 5 years in my head. Like, I've been watching all the Marvel movies, and now I'm watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. So yeah. Luca Marini been strong. He sex. And Quartararo led the entire Grand Prix from start to finish. Lap 21 till lap 24. The standings. It is, of course, Quartararo in first. Yes. With 147 points. Then Aleix Espargaro in second with 125. And then Enea Bastianini with 94. Yeah. It's a crazy race. Oh, Raul Fernandez actually got a point. I am shook. I didn't even realize he got a point. But anyway, I don't have any memes to share. If you want to see the start crash of that MotoGP, it's down below in the description. I believe Formula One has already MotoGP has already posted it. If not, then I'll just post it. I'll just post it on my Instagram or Twitter. It's the way you can find it, what the title is, and then you go and look. It is quite scary to see. I mean, I was like, I want to see what this helmet looks like after the crash. But yeah, we just have to wait for Twitter to upload that post. Maybe Nakagami wants to post it. But yeah, that's today's Aftertalk video. Next one will be next week about the Formula One Baku Grand Prix. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Max Verstappen is going to go for a podium. Unfinished business, he calls it. But we'll see. Will Ferrari win again? Will Lewis Hamilton get a lot of points? I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. But that's it from me for now. And I shall see you guys in another video. Bye!